Welcome back to another episode of the Weebu Slice podcast. You get your weekly anime,
gaming,
news, reviews, and discussion. Welcome back.
Welcome back, my people. Welcome back.
So, first thing first, we got to get the YouTube stuff out the way. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. We need these likes. So,
like, comment, share, and subscribe.
So, we're going to give you guys a moment of silence to like the video.
Now let's get it started, my people.
So before we get into our first topic of the week, we would like to discuss the giveaway that we got going on. Take it away, sir.
So we're trying to get to 100 subscribers. So all you Ambu watchers out there, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you like. That way we can put you guys in the random drawing to get a free gift card. Who don't like free stuff? I like free stuff. My guy likes free stuff. So we trying to help you out. Put it back into the viewers. So definitely like, comment, subscribe. It's just that simple. Again.
Help us out so we can help you out. So let's get into the first topic of the week regarding anime. First thing first, we're going to talk about this anime, basically a soccer anime. Even though we just went over sports anime in our last podcast episode, well, make sure you go check that out before you come here. And basically it's a show called Ayo Ashi. It's actually getting an anime adaptation in 2022. And basically, it's a sports anime. It's pretty straightforward. And I know we don't have any soccer animes that's out there, to my knowledge.
I've seen one, but I don't think that there's an abundance of soccer anime. So I think definitely it'll definitely be something to look forward to. I've been hooked on sports anime lately.
It was one soccer anime themed game that came out from Namco Bandai.
Oh yeah, I saw that game.
Yeah, but I don't think it's an anime show. I just think it's a video game. I'm gonna check it out because, like I said, even though we listed all those anime shows that's related to sports last week, like all those shows are worth watching, every single one of them. And this, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Make sure it's coming. Check it out when it's coming out in 2022, and we'll be on the lookout. Next, Lupin the Third, Part 6 has been announced for the 50th anniversary.
50th anniversary.
That's crazy.
That's a long time, man.
Have you ever seen Lupin the Third ever?
I have. I've seen a couple episodes. I haven't watched it en masse.
Yeah, so I watched it when it was coming out, when it was, doing Tsunami.
Doing the Tsunami phase.
Yep. And I just know he's like an agent or something like that. Don't quote me, because I watched, like you said, I watched a couple of episodes here and there. I never got real in depth into the series.
Right.
But you can let us know, do you watch it, or are you going to check out the new Part 6 to it? But for me,
let us know. Should we even watch it? Put it down in the comments.
Yeah, like, because I know it's probably be a sleeper hit, like, Cowboy Bebop. A lot of people like really
Samurai Champloo, stuff like that. Yeah. Pretty much the Tsunami specials. Everybody
Samurai Champloo was the
Go Big O.
Hey, that was really. I watched it like 3 times. It was like really, really good. So I really enjoy that. But you let me know if you're gonna check it out, and I'll think about it.
Okay, fair enough.
So I actually read this manga, and based on, I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, and based on what's happening now, the last chapter came out recently, and I was thinking, like, how would they make a sequel for this, or would this be the end of the series? And what the show I'm talking about right now is Attack on Titan. You know, everybody's still on high in season 4, and Part 2 is coming out soon.
Oh yeah, and that's gonna be pretty interesting.
It's basically the artist is teasing a possible sequel, and what would you think the sequel will be like? And how do you think they would be able to pivot the story to a possible sequel?
Well, I don't know how the anime ends yet, so I don't think
before you get there, how do you think the anime going to end?
I think that Aaron's gonna die. I just flat out tell you.
Why do you think that though?
With all great responsibility, sacrifices always have to be made in war.
That's true.
So I don't think that and Attack on Titan, for me, I don't think that it's an anime that's gonna have a happy ending. I think that it's gonna have like one of those Game of Thrones ending where nobody really wins but no one really loses either.
I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody. I know what's gonna happen.
That's just my prediction. Write it down. Quote me.
And if he think he's right, come back to this video and comment and let us know, was he actually right with his prediction? I can't make a prediction because I already know what's going to happen.
Right.
So it's pointless for me to make a prediction. But if they do make a sequel, I will be in that thing before you know it. And we will definitely be discussing it because based on Attack on Titan series alone, for me personally, it's definitely S class. Like the series all together is definitely S class. So I'm definitely checking that thing out. You want to take care of the next topic?
Yeah, so next anime I'm kind of excited for is called Record of Ragnarok, and it's going to be a Netflix, I believe, exclusive on June 17th coming out. So what got me a little bit hyped about this anime is it's set in a world where gods kind of look after humanity, and every 1,000 years they have a meeting to decide the fate of humanity. So at some point, the gods decide that humanity kind of, sucks and they should get rid of it. But a Valkyrie decides that, hey, you should give us a chance and kind of contest that a little bit. Don't kill off humanity. So the gods decide that, all right, we'll have a tournament.
That sounds like Mortal Kombat, low key.
Your 13 versus our 13 gods. So 13 warriors versus the 13 gods.
That sounds like Mortal Kombat. It really sounds like the way you were describing it, and I'm listening to you. It sounds like Mortal Kombat. Think about it.
It does, and they need 7 wins to pretty much determine or change the fate of humanity. So I think that it's a very interesting concept, and from the artwork that I saw, it looks like it's going to be excellent.
Boy, oh boy. You know how Netflix is with their animation. It's definitely hit or miss.
That's true. So, again, that comes out June 17th. So, be on the lookout for that one on Netflix.
This is for all you fans out there that love action-only anime. So, you can, based on his description alone, you can tell it's going to be an action-themed anime. So, it's going to be a lot of fighting. Like I said, I'm like, I'm listening to the story plot, and I'm like, this literally is Mortal Kombat in anime form. Like, if you know, I'm not even going to go into a spiel about Mortal Kombat. We had that episodes ago, so you know I'm a huge.
You can always go back and check that out.
I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan, so I'm definitely gonna check this out. That's a no-brainer at all. So I know we've been talking about this anime for a couple of times now, and we was talking about the show how the girl was like a runaway, and she ran to this guy. He took care of her and stuff like that, and it's called Hiji Hero. And Hiji Hero author announced that he's working on a new novel that's possibly coming out in July. And I know I'm not really into like manga like that anymore, but once if it does
get an adaptation
of an anime, I will be there because Hiji Hero is getting really good.
Oh yeah, it's pretty lit over there. Like, that last episode, but like,
it's getting like, especially when they left you on a cliffhanger when he just pulled up like that. I'm like, dang. So I don't want to spoil it. I just leave it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not going to go into detail about the latest episode because a lot of people is not caught up.
If you haven't watched Hiji Hero, I shaved and got rejected. Something along those lines. I can't remember that, but you know what I'm talking about.
I picked up a stray, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
check it out if you have not checked it out yet.
Must watch. It's a must watch. And I'm like, dude, if he come out with, because the thing is, I get when they actually put out something really good, and like you show some type of author loyalty to at some point,
right.
Like. For instance, a Naruto creator may put something out, or Akira from Dragon Ball put something out. You're like, hold on, it even got B Dragon Ball. You gonna give him some grace?
Because they already have built that credit and they built that rapport with the public.
Yeah, so I have the same concept when it comes to this author right here. I'm like, oh, I think it's gonna be pretty good because Hiji Hero, it does have its comedy moments and stuff like that.
But then it also has those real serious conversations,
and you can relate to it.
That's the biggest thing I love about anime in general. You can relate to a lot of what's going on. Even if it's something as crazy as My Hero, some of the, what's the word that I'm looking for? Adversities.
Oh, gotcha.
Some of the adversities that they go through. I was going to say diversity, but adversity. Some of the adversity that they go through is some of the same adversity that we go through in everyday life. I'm not going to go into a big rant about it, but that's one of the reasons why I love watching anime.
Let's be honest. That brings, to be honest, the anime community together. This platform brings all of us together because there's so many different stories that we can, gravitate towards, and it speaks to us, and we like, dude. And when we see other people that's in the same realm, we're like, dude, did you see that? And it's just a huge connection you made with that person. That's why we all nerds and geeks, because it's such an amazing platform that we are part of.
I agree. Definitely agree.
So I'm just going to leave it at there. So, because the next news is very, very, very exciting. So, you want to take over this one?
All right. So, Demon Slayer just released a new trailer for season 2.
We gonna put the link to that trailer in the description box. Make sure you go check it out because we still off the high of the movie.
Definitely.
So I know I watched the trailer. Have you checked it out yet?
I have not checked it out yet, so it's going to be pretty exciting.
So they basically is showing the guy that like Michael Jackson, he transformed into a woman now, and how they basically trying to hunt him down, and basically because the movie actually pivoted to that also at the end,
Right.
and it's basically they showing a whole bunch of cussing, they showing fighting scenes, like the trailer is legit, and I'm like, dude, I'm so ready. The only thing that upsetted me, it was no release date. It just said 2021. It could be summer 2021. It could be fall 2021. Winter 2021. Like we don't know no dates. I'm like,
I would say that it was, if I had to guess, it's going to be the fall or winter 2021.
I think it's, if I had to put a guess on it too, I think it's probably be like around October or something like that.
Pretty much fall, because that's one of the other, pretty much all the fall anime. And I'm quite sure you guys can stay tuned that we'll be doing fall anime you should be watching.
Most definitely. We got to give great perspectives. And so we do the work for you guys, so you don't got to do it yourself.
Exactly.
And we go, like the list we made, almost every anime that we mentioned was on the top 10. And every single one of them was a hit. To this day, we watch every single one of them every week. It's a hit every single time. Especially Tokyo Revengers now. It's getting...
Oh, yeah. Tokyo Revengers.
I told you.
If you're not watching Tokyo Revengers, you need to go recheck your anime life.
like it's hidden right now. And I knew for me personally, I knew from the first episode, I'm like, the premise alone, because I didn't think it was going to be time travel with that. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, this is going to be legit. So while we talking about Demon Slayer, they put out a video game for Demon Slayer made by CyberConnect too, and I didn't even know this because in Japan I heard it's going to be published by Sony, and I think it's not coming to Xbox. But in the West, it's published by Sega, and Sega never worked with CyberConnect. You know what CyberConnect is, right?
I like this.
So CyberConnect is the same developers that make all the Ultimate Ninja Storm series.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And we also, actually, if you play Storm, you already know about the fighting mechanics and how it works and how beautiful the animations are.
Yeah.
Like,
pretty good.
Like, especially for the storyline, they are amazing. And that's the same developer making Demon Slayer.
Okay.
So you know the visual's going to be on point.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be pretty good.
So for all my people, I know it's not too many of y'all out there, but all my dub watchers out there, because I will say we both agree that Demon Slayer is better than sub, even though we watch a lot of anime and dub. So, but the game is, and you have the option for both of them, because a lot of days now, anime games that's coming to the West still just be sub. So you have the option for both. And even though since it's being developed by Sega, it's going to be cross-platform. I mean, not cross-platform. It's going to be available on all platforms.
All platforms? Oh.
Yes. It's going to be on Sony platforms, obviously. It's going to be on Microsoft platform. And it's most likely going to be on Nintendo. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's on all platforms, more definitely. But if you decide to get, I'm asking a rhetorical question because I already know what your answer is going to be. I will ask you what system you're going to get on, but obviously you're going to get it on Xbox.
Yeah, I only really get it, unfortunately for me, I only really get exclusives on my PlayStation.
It's because I always mention, I have one good friend that he's restricted to games he can play. And like, we don't play the game like that no more because he only plays certain type of games. And Demon Slayer is one of the games that he's going to play.
So you'll be getting on PlayStation.
I'm still debating because I'm like, man, it would be nice if you can crossplay. Like, crossplay would be a huge functionality for me personally, because I know you gonna have it. I know I ain't gonna mention no too many people names, but you know such they gonna have it also. And I'm like, I got one good buddy over here, but I have multiple friends over here. What do I need? Which version I'm going to get? You know what I'm saying? It's a dilemma. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna
Well,
grab the
you
game.
be that guy just get 2 copies.
I don't know, man.
I'm just joking.
I don't know. But I'm definitely getting the game day one. And that game also is going to be released this fall in 2021. They didn't give us a date as of right now, but we will keep you guys informed. So stay tuned. And the next topic is basically, I know you was trying to get into this anime, but you couldn't get into it. The Death Note creator, he basically announced a new anime called Platinum Man. And basically, this is definitely already have a date on it. So it's basically coming out fall 2021. It's kind of like that show that you were mentioning earlier that's coming to Netflix.
Okay.
So I don't know what's up with this, like Tower of God, this show, that show. I'm like, everybody want to fight for superpowers. We trying to become a god. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna watch every single one of them.
He said,
I'm not even
long story short, I'm still watching them all.
I'm not even gonna hold you up. I'm watching all of them. I'm there for all of them.
He said, "I'm here for all the
So
problems."
just bear with me, guys. I'm gonna give you a quick summary of the show, and then you decide if you want to check it out because it's from this premise. It sounds really good.
Tell us.
So it's this main character called Mirai, and basically he must defeat 12 other god candidates. I'm like,
Okay.
it go hand in hand. And basically this one's like a battle royale though instead.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a battle royale.
Oh, there's gonna be some.
So basically 12 people. It's a battle royale and it's like 12 candidates fighting each other. So it's no like 1v1 or anything like it's just all battle. I mean all out battle. And you have 999 days to defeat everybody. So if you like, then it basically erupts, and then basically the candidates going to decide who's going to basically try to get the most power in the world. That's the premise of it. It sounds almost like what you have, but a little twist to it.
Okay.
A little different twist.
It sounds like a little bit mixed between Record of Ragnarok and Tower of God kind of.
Yeah,
combined.
that's what I said. Like, all three of them have their own similar premise.
Right.
But I'm like, dude, they also like you love Tower of God.
If you guys have not checking out Tower of God, seriously,
Because it's right.
go check it out. It's only one season.
No, season 2 is right around the corner though.
Yeah, right now they can catch up. It's only one season, about 12, 13 episodes, and it's a quick watch, but it's something so good. So definitely check that one out.
Definitely. And then I know a lot of people be talking about this anime. I heard a lot of news regarding this, and people like, I can't wait for anime to come out for this. And this anime I'm referring to is called Chainsaw Man. And
I've been hearing a lot about
a
this.
lot of people have been talking about the show. I see it all over social media, and I'm like, I never really got into it. I know people is just really, really popular, and I'm like,
where can they watch Chainsaw Man? What platform?
Right now I'm not gonna give you any news unless I'm 100% sure. I know one thing. I will tell you this: the very first trailer of this particular anime is dropping June 2nd, so that's right around the corner. So you get the first impression how it looks, the animation, all that stuff.
Okay, 'cause I think it was a manga before, and this is the first anime adaptation, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I've heard really good things about it though. But for example, the reason why I asked is because everyone talks about Redo the Healer, but unfortunately you can only watch that on High Dive, and I'm a little sad about that.
It's so much. Did you heard? It's another show me and my buddy was talking about earlier, and it's about interspecies reviewers. It's I watched like the first 3 episodes. It was so good, but it was so etchy that Funimation deplatformed it because it was so bad. Like it was a huge uproar on Twitter and on social media. Like take it down, and the Funimation got rid of it. But the crazy thing about it is, it's on High Dive, and they put out a DVD for this fall around November, and you could buy from Right Stuff, and you can buy the DVD and you can watch it yourself. Because man, it was good. But I told you the show. I'm not going to go into details about it.
It was one of those etchy anime. Yeah. Definitely couldn't watch around kids. I remember the premise.
Yeah, cannot watch around children. But I'm definitely going to check it out. So I know did you check the next show we about to get into? Did you actually watch it, or have you checked it out yet?
What show, sir?
7 Deadly Sins.
I watched the first 2 seasons.
So you watched it?
Yes.
So I think it's the next season is the Dragon's Judgment. It's releasing June 28th. That's right around the corner also.
Yeah. I believe they have maybe 4 seasons and possibly 1 movie on Netflix right now. So it's definitely a nice binge watch if you're looking for something to watch and you want to bulk something.
I got into like the first season also. I didn't, for me personally, I think it's like a C anime, just me personally.
I think that's pretty low. That's very, very low.
You really have to captivate me for me to give you an A or even an S. An S is, you ain't really
I think it's definitely a B. I would say I definitely think it's above a C.
That's just my personal opinion. I watched the whole first season. You can comment below what you think about 7 Deadly Sins. I know a lot. I know a lot of people really love this show. Like I said, I'm very critical of my grades. I don't just hand out A's and B's. That's not happening around here.
I feel like shots are fired, everyone.
I just don't. Oh, you get a B. You get a B. You get a B. Everybody get a B. No, You almost can get a D around here. I ain't playing. You gotta earn this grade. Y'all would love him as a teacher, but me, I'll be one teacher like, nah, you gotta put that work in. If not, keep it moving, or you're gonna be failing around here or barely passing. But that's another topic before I even start a rant. I apologize in advance. But I will check it out when I get the chance.
Okay.
I just don't think it's the top of my priority.
That's fair. That's fair. Which gives me another idea, and I'll talk to you about that later. But on to the next topic.
So this show I want to talk about because have you ever seen a show called Orange High School? Orange High School?
I have not.
So before I get into the next topic regarding anime for this week, Orange High it's on Netflix forever. Like even though that's an extremely popular anime that's been on Netflix forever. Even on Funimation I think is on there too now. So it's about this girl. She basically have hair that's covering her face up. She has glasses, and she go into a host club full of guys, and they think based on her appearance, they think she's a guy also. So this school she's going to is like she's very intelligent. She's very smart. So this school she's going to is only for the prestigious. They're only the high, extremely rich. But she gets in based on her academics alone. So she get in and she break a vase, and this vase is worth between I think 800,000 yen, something like that.
Okay, so it's an expensive vase, and she cracks it.
And she can't afford it. So they walked up to her like, you gotta pay for this. You're gonna have to work this off. And they think she a boy, and like you gotta be a host until your debt is paid off. You gotta be a part of this club until your debt is paid off. You can't leave. So she become part of this host club, and the whole host club is basically about having a whole bunch of girls come in, also extremely rich women, well, rich girls. So you know how the rich get down.
Right.
So they get there, and the guys have a host club, pretty self-explanatory, and they just basically be hostess for them, to cater to them, have sip coffee and stuff like that, extra royalty type of ordeal. And they just basically give them girls like highly attention. You know how attention and validation and stuff like that.
Right, right.
So you know how that goes. And this show is basically about some girls. That's why I pivot into the new topic our topic for this week about some girls who's part of the DJ unit in high school.
DJ unit.
They're gonna be some DJs.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is, but anime music be hitting, boy.
Yeah, animated different music definitely is different. And sometimes you find yourself shazamming a song and making a playlist.
if you
doing weeb stuff.
Yeah, like if you into anime and you don't have a playlist that's strictly Japanese only, I don't know what you've been in your life, because I have a playlist about 50 songs, just straight Japanese songs.
Nice.
And I'm looking to it because they just I think the show already been around for a while, and it's on Funimation, by the way. And the reason why we're talking about it because he just announced the English dub and the Spanish dub. Even though we don't have too many Spanish reviews out there, but they have English dub and Spanish dub. So however you want to check it out, you can check it out.
And what's the name of this again?
So it's Girls Academy New DJ Unit.
Okay.
So go ahead and check it out, and you let us know what you think about it. So now let's get into the main topic of the week.
We know why you're here.
The main topic. So the gaming section for this week is E3 season.
Get excited.
Time to get excited.
Let's go.
So news been flying off the shelf left and right. And first thing that we got news for is the Sonic Central, event that came out today, as is the recording, by the way. And basically, the first thing they announced was the original Wii exclusive Sonic Colors is coming to all current gen platforms. So the Xbox One console family, the PlayStation 4, and the Switch. So obviously, it's gonna be backwards compatible for the Series Xbox consoles and the PlayStation 5. So I know we were checking the trailer out ourselves and what we think about, because obviously it was the Wii exclusive. Too many people didn't play it, even though the Wii sold immensely popular. Immensely numbers.
Right.
I never got a chance to actually visit it. Obviously, I love Sonic and stuff like that.
Obviously, you have a whole tattoo of them.
And I'm like, you know what? I usually get almost every Sonic game. Yeah, Sonic Generation beat that, Sonic Mania, and all that stuff. And I don't know if I'm gonna get this day one. Like I said, I do love Sonic. I went to the movies, so like I have Sonic figurines and everything.
Right.
And I do want to support Sega regarding this, but
it reminds me of the when I saw the trailer, it reminds me of the Dreamcast Sonic game, and it looks very exciting. I think, and like I said, it's not gonna be a day one for me either, but if I catch it at the right time and the right deal, I definitely might pick it up.
Yeah, Sonic Colors, you saying it reminds you of Sonic Adventures.
Yes.
And everybody, myself included, I really want Sega to announce a Sonic Adventures 3. I really, because Sonic Adventures 2 is the last one that came out, and I think that's also was on the Dreamcast. They never released another Sonic Adventures. It's always been a game that's adventure that have features basically within the Sonic universe, but they never launched another sequel to Sonic Adventures, and everybody's been asking for it, but they
Well, right now this may be as good as it's going to
but
get.
no, I don't know because they did also another teaser for a Sonic game they building from the ground up. They just put out a teaser and it just says it's coming out 2022. So hopefully we can get what we want as a fan, but we will see. We will keep you guys informed, by the way. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go into the next topic because I know how you feel about this genre and this game itself. You told me that you beat this game overseas. You got every single collectible. I ain't gonna say what it is yet. And you got the app download on your phone. You out here walking in parks and doing this. You can
Well, everybody should know what it is by now. It's Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So,
to be more precise, Pokemon Legends.
well, we're talking about Pokemon in general. So, but Pokemon Legends Arceus launches January 28th, 2022.
Dude, do you know the premise of this one?
I actually do not know the premise of this.
So let me go ahead and get you more cultured. So basically, this is the first Pokemon that everybody been asking for. It's completely open world. So like how everybody like the one we had at first, the Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
And how it's semi open world.
Yeah.
It's not
pretty much. There's like parts that you can go to, and it's kind of open.
This is a whole map. It's literally free roaming, and then you can like see wild Pokemon. How you play Pokemon Go, you see Pokemon just in the wild, and you can battle them, catch them. Like it's the Pokemon that everybody really been wanting for since younger generation. Our generation is the Pokemon we always wanted.
And is it just going to be the one, or is it going to be two versions?
For a fact it's gonna be two versions. Like, don't ask me no rhetorical questions. It's gonna be two versions. They haven't announced exactly what the name of the version is gonna be yet.
Okay.
But yeah, it's coming January 28th, 2022. It's actually coming out way faster than I thought it was gonna be.
Well, I'm definitely gonna pick it up when it comes out, and I'm gonna be the Pokemon master of that one as well. Gotcha.
So we basically briefly went over this last, I think, a couple of episodes ago, and we basically what I'm talking about right now is the Unreal Engine 5. They actually released a tech demo. You guys can actually download a tech demo right now and basically mess around with the engine itself. And we saw the clip.
We saw the clip.
And you saw how captivating it was.
It was. You can tell the reflection, the lights, everything about it was great.
So on
shadows.
On PC right now, you can download a tech demo and you can play around with it and basically relive the whole demo from scratch.
Huh. Now that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I'm like, they basically, I think they try to get people used to the new engine. Mm-hmm. So, because I think Unreal Engine is actually not that hard to program for.
I think that a lot of people use it to make different video games.
Yeah, I think it's pretty streamlined. And me personally, I would just download just to play around with it and see what all the mechanics, all the
features and things that you can play with and mess with.
So that's the thing you guys can check out for all our PC gamers out there. Go ahead and check out that new Unreal Engine 5 tech demo and see what you like about it. So this is for me. Like I mentioned, like I play all the fighting games. I play all the fighting games around here. And Virtual Fighter 5 actually just been announced. Literally right off the, how you like to say, right off the press.
Fresh off the press.
So literally fresh off the press. That Virtual Fighter has been announced for June 1st. And when it's launching on it's a PS4 exclusive, unfortunately. It's only on PlayStation. PS4 exclusive.
It's an exclusive.
And basically, it's going to PlayStation Plus day one. So you don't even have to buy it. You get to just download and play it day one for all you PlayStation users out there. But while I was thinking, like, did you even get into Virtual Fighter before? How you even played?
I played Virtual Fighter. I think I played Virtual Fighter 2 or 3 before.
So I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna give you I'll take you down memory lane. When I was younger, my older brother had a Sega Saturn, and for some reason, I didn't like no other Virtual Fighter besides Virtual Fighter Kids. So, have you ever heard of that one before?
I have not.
So, Virtual Fighter Kids is basically a whole bunch of the body been shrink, and they just walk around with a whole bunch of bobbleheads. Okay. And for some reason, I thought that was the best Virtual Fighter. Like until I became an adult and I went to go look some videos again, I'm like, damn, what was I thinking at that age?
That's usually how it is with anything. You thought the graphics, they'll never get better than this. This is so realistic.
Like that meme that's going around.
With Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you guys have seen that meme. Maybe we'll put it down in the comments that this will never get better than this. And it was Stone Cold and a box figure.
But yeah, Virtual Fight, I'm gonna check it out. Like I said, I love fighting games. I really never got like really good with virtual fighting mechanics.
Yeah, that mechanics kind of, in my opinion, similar to Tekken a little
Yes,
bit.
it is like Tekken, in my personal opinion, also. But I really I played more Tekken than I played Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, I think, well, Tekken Tag Tournament was in all the arcades for the longest period of time. You'll see virtual fighters every once in a while, but like I said, you have to be a kid or something like that and played it on either Dreamcast or Sega Saturn or something like that.
I wish Sega just put out a remaster of Power Stone.
Never played it.
Power Stone is like Sega version of Super Smash.
Oh, okay.
So, but the difference between that and Super Smash is 2D, Power Stone is 3D.
Oh.
So Power Stone is like a huge. You know how Fusion Frenzy maps are?
Yeah.
It's like that, but fighting.
Okay.
So you get pick a power up and stuff like that, and you fighting.
Right.
So Power Stone only came out for Dreamcast. It never released on another platform.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, it's a lot of games on Dreamcast that never released anywhere else. That was a golden ticket. Like it was amazing for its time. And I think it just updated gameplay and updated graphics. Was basically just a couple of basically I can't think of the word right now, but just a couple of updated mechanics. I think it'll put the game in a whole different light right now. And I'm pretty positive Power Stone have a huge following, and I know for a fact it will sell. But while we talking about PlayStation Plus games, you want to do the honors of announcing the next game you think that's actually worthy of downloading?
Star Wars Squadrons is going to be free on PlayStation Plus next month in June. So all you Star Wars, Jedi Knight fan, dark side, light side, whatever you want to call yourselves, you can definitely go pick that up if you want to be a pilot next month and, kill bad guys or good guys.
Would you actually even download it?
I actually will. Because it's free. You can't complain about free.
Well, I didn't say that because I try to get you to download certain stuff. You're like, well, it's not like Xbox Live Go. I need to keep my PlayStation Plus before I can keep the game to play. I'm like, but you got a whole year subscription. Does it matter?
Yeah, because at least when you don't have the subscription anymore on Xbox, you still get to keep the games.
Listen, by the time Game Pass, I would admit, Game Pass is really good. It's a great value for its price. But Games with Gold, the games that they give out is so terrible now.
Well, yeah, they haven't given out any good games in a while. They were giving out great games.
They haven't given out good games almost, in my personal opinion, almost a whole year. Like they just like, okay, they put all the good games in the vault for Game Pass, and like, okay, just put some out the trash. Yeah, here you guys go for Games with Gold.
Yeah,
you could take that, put it back in the trash because that's where it belongs. Because it's terrible. Like I don't want to download games with Gold anymore because it's wasting my time and wasting my space. At that point.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Space is everything these days. What are you guys doing for space? Let us know down in the comments below.
I just can't wait for Sony to announce their expansion bay to be available so you can buy SSD and actually use it, even though it's like 6 months later, 7 months later. Like, come on, man. And, even though Xbox will give you that credit that you guys already launched with a Seagate SSD kit.
SSD.
Yeah, that's probably
you can just
put it in. Yeah. At least
you have play.
At least you have an option expanding your storage. Like I give kudos what kudos is deserved.
Yeah, it reminds me of a memory card back in the day for PlayStation. Like the shirt.
Like the video. So now let's get into one of the exciting topics of the episode this week. Xbox and Bethesda actually announced a showcase for June 13th, and we're going to discuss our predictions. So what's your first prediction when it comes to this particular showcase?
Well, first, I can't not say it. What everyone's thinking, Elder Scrolls 6.
Dude, that's a far reach. That's a far reach because, dude, Elder Scrolls I think it's not coming out for the next 3 years. They still remastering Skyrim on every platform. Like, you know what?
Well, you remember they already showed the little picture, which wasn't much of Elder Scrolls 6. So that was what was that? 2018, I think. So yeah, I believe it was 2018. So it's 3 years since then. So I would say, I would hope there would be some news on that.
So I'm gonna give a realistic expectation. I'm gonna give on one that I would like to happen. So I want to see the game mechanics of Starfield. So show us how it looks. Show what our expectations should be. You know, just like, okay, this the game, this how it plays, and here you go. And you decide what if you want to, you know, buy that. You haven't got to buy it because it's gonna be Game Pass anyway. If you want to try it out,
Right.
and that's what I want to see. That's more of a realistic expectation. But again, I really want to see that's unrealistic. Even though we just talked about it recently, it's the new Fable. So
Yeah.
I don't want to see any gameplay. Just give us something.
Yeah, I want to see something other than just the name.
yeah.
Pretty much the same thing I was just talking about with Elder Scrolls. Give us, give me a trailer.
Yeah.
At least I'll say some good trailers on some things that we haven't seen before. You know, I think that will be exciting. But I know they always lead with the weak sauce first, and they say the best for last. So hopefully,
So before
June 13th.
before we pivot to our next topic, let's be honest. Majority of this, the majority of this showcase is going to be Master Chief and Halo. Let's be real. They pushed it back for a reason, and they're going to use this as a huge stepping stone to showcase the new Halo and its upgrade graphically compared to last year. And just in my personal opinion, they should show a side by side comparison.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, because you can look at that trailer, gameplay trailer that they showed us, and you can see that it was a little boxy, I guess. It was a little choppy.
it was outdated.
And it pretty much looked like Halo 5 or Halo 4.
No, Halo 5 looked better than that, in my opinion.
You know, it didn't look as good as what you would think it's supposed to look like.
And the thing is, the reason why people are so upset, this probably been a showcase flagship game to showcase the power of the Series consoles.
Exactly, and it didn't launch with the console, which kind of, as you can see,
it's so
had
crazy.
an effect on the sales.
The crazy thing about it is, they knew it was launched with the console because on the Series console, Series X in particular, console box, when you turn it over, it say "Power to the Dream," something like that. And who's the big person on the back of the box? Master Chief. So they really wanted that game out at the same time the Series consoles launched.
Yeah, but I'm happy that they did not pull a CDPR.
But they knew that. They knew that this game was so important to their brand, the Microsoft brand. The Microsoft brand was it would been kind of tarnished to a degree if they would have launched this game in the state they had showcased it at E3 last year. Well, it wasn't E3 last year, but it was around that same time frame.
Right.
And people gave them a handful when we saw that first gameplay reveal. But I saw a couple of screenshots here and there with the new updated graphics and stuff like that. They actually made a lot of changes.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what they should do? Just release a demo. Boom. Try it out for yourself. Or just give us it's been rumored that they have a battle royale coming out. Just give us something. You know, E3 they be like, here's a demo.
They usually give you demos. Sometimes you might get a free game.
Yep.
You might, it all depends on.
That's why I love E3 season.
Because it's always cool when it download right now,
Yeah.
and then it pops right up on your screen, and you can download and try it out and stuff like that. Or right after the showcase, you have all these exciting things to talk about and do. So I would also advise you guys just stay tuned because we're going to be talking about it all
of it, and then you get to actually virtually be there also a little bit.
You know, so
but yeah, give us a beta, like Xbox, give us a beta or something. Give us something to get hands on with the game, so we can get a good feel for it for ourselves and decide if we don't like the game or not.
Exactly.
So the next topic you wanna discuss, or you want me to take over this one also?
So Far Cry 6 is going to be having a preview trailer tomorrow,
as of this recording,
and that's May 28th. So definitely check that out. Are you a big Far Cry fan?
So I have Far Cry 5 right now.
Okay.
Far Cry 5 is co-op, 2 players, and I actually played like the first quarter of the game, a good segment of it. It's pretty cool actually. It's like I always say GTA, but you can do a lot of free roaming. You can jack vehicles.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of, you can create, gear, pouches, you do some hunting. It's a lot of different things and aspects that you can do in that game, and decision making, and sometimes the decisions that you make affects the outcome and play of the game. Because I played Far Cry 4, and people don't know if at the beginning of the game, if you just sit in the chair for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, you actually beat the game. Because you take the side of the gentleman who captures you, and you get an achievement, I believe, for that in Far Cry 4. So I thought that was very interesting. So that's what I mean, like the decisions that you make determines the outcome of the game.
I can't make a legitimate statement right now because it's so little information out. I did like Far Cry 5. You know, the guy that was like, I think it was based in Montana, and the guy had,
A cult.
yes, that's the word, a cult going on,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was pretty cool, but I really didn't get too much into it. But I will be checking out the premiere. I will be checking out the premiere also. So if we see anything that we like that you would like to let you guys know about, we will definitely keep you informed.
Definitely.
Definitely. So we was already talking about Nintendo a little bit regarding Pokemon, but Nintendo, I just wanted to talk about this because I think it was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, esports is like booming right now.
Esports is a booming economy.
It's booming. And do you remember the days when people talk about people who play video games, waste their time, and all that stuff like that?
Yeah, but now they're getting paid to do the same exact thing.
Yeah, like
you know?
I had to have a discussion to my grandfather. Shout out to my grandpa out there. And we was playing Among Us with my cousin, and he was talking about he's still in one of the old mindset that video games are, you know, detrimental to people's mindset and stuff like that.
Right.
And he's like, y'all killing people. Like we was talking about, you kill me, this and that. He's like, that's messing with people. Yeah, messing with y'all mind and make y'all violent. And I wanted to tell him like, there's no correlation. That's been proven. It's been
Studies show that actually releases stress to play video games.
It's numerous studies that violence have no correlation with video games. And my argument at that point in time was like, well, movies and that medium been around way longer than video games, and there was no correlation between watching violent movies and being violent. Why do you think video games have that same outcome? And he couldn't give me a response. But the reason why I'm talking about this is because Nintendo announced Play Versus. Basically, it makes Super Smash Bros. And Splatoon 2 officially recognized as a high school varsity sport that's coming in fall 2021.
That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty dope. Like kids,
that's like taking it to the next level, like getting recognized on a bigger scale.
Like, can you imagine the exposure? Like, it's almost like a regular sport now. Like, you know how you play football or basketball or anything like that, and you have people coming to see you, and you have scouts. Can you imagine that it get to a level they have people coming to scout people for esports teams now?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like kind of one of the 2K started doing stuff like that.
That would be dope. Like they scouting you like you a athlete in high school, and they be like, okay, he's pretty good at Smash, he's pretty good at Splatoon. How about you try out for
Yeah, exactly. Put you in like maybe like scout you, put you in a battle royale, see how you do, and stuff like that.
And I really thought that was really intriguing, especially in this day and age. I'm like, dude, they have so many opportunities that we didn't have growing up. It's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
So while we talking about Nintendo, the word on the street is that we may find out within the next week or so that Nintendo gonna put out an announcement regarding Nintendo Pro, the Switch Pro model, and basically this model is gonna be able to upscale to 4K while docked, and it's gonna come with an OLED screen with a portable, like a OLED screen while it's portable. And the news on the street came from Bloomberg that it's possibly gonna be releasing in September or October of this year, right around the corner.
I can see that just for the simple fact that everyone knows that most things come out right before or during the Christmas season.
Yeah, and did you ever own the PS Vita, the original one that had OLED screen?
I did not.
Dude, it's like night and day from going from OLED to LCD. Well, now it's gonna be the reverse, LCD to OLED. But it's like you see because the OLED screens, you get a huge range, a bigger range of contrast and coloring. So we both have LCD 4K TVs. If we upgrade to an LG OLED or Sony OLED, then you're gonna see a huge difference when it comes to like HDR and coloring scale. And I can't wait because I ain't gonna lie, I gotta have it all. And
so when are you gonna get the Switch Pro when it comes out?
It's a very high probability I will be getting it.
Nice, because I'm probably gonna get it as well.
Even though my Switch don't get that much play as my other consoles, I'm still gonna have to get
it. It's more when I'm traveling. I'll take my Switch with me.
That OLED gonna be so nice, boy. Like you traveling, but only thing I dislike is about the Switch. We need more apps. We need Netflix. How we don't have Netflix on you on me on Switch by now? Like that is crazy.
We have Hulu, no Netflix. You get YouTube
and Funimation. How Funimation get an app before Netflix? Before Netflix.
Yeah, I don't even think Crunchyroll has an app on there. I'm not too sure.
They do not.
I don't think they do. I think that definitely we need more apps, like you said.
Like that would be nice, especially on that OLED screen. Boy, you just don't know. That's gonna be nice. But yeah, most likely I'm gonna get it. But you guys let us know if you already own a Switch, and if you do, are you thinking about if it does come out this year, are you gonna upgrade to that new 4K upscaling Nintendo Switch Pro, I know most likely I will. We know most likely he will.
Yeah, I definitely will.
So we will keep you guys informed, and I'm pretty positive we will be hearing news soon. We will be hearing news soon.
So, in other news, transitioning, Dying Light 2 just came out with a new live stream trailer.
Told you, it's what a time to be alive right now, brother. Cause we get news after news after news. Like today alone, dude.
Yeah.
It's been like 4 live streams.
And it also comes out December 6th, 2021.
So, first question first. I know we had the discussion off screen, and we both had Dying Light 1, and we both beat Dying Light 1.
Yep.
And first, before we get into Dying Light 2, what was your impressions of Dying Light, and did you actually live up to it? And did based on those impressions, will you get part 2?
I thought it was pretty fun, doing parkour and killing zombies and leveling up and doing all types of crazy things. I thought it was pretty fun. I liked it. I thought about 100% it. I did not. I think I did about maybe 60% of the achievements. And I definitely will get Dying Light 2 just based off the trailer and some of the new things that you can do. Yeah, and there's also factions. We will put that down in the description box below.
Yeah, so you guys can check out the trailer yourself.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna go into my impressions. When I first watched Dying Light, I think it came out back in 2013, around 14, something like that. It was during the first beginning of the life cycle for the previous gen consoles.
Mm-hmm.
And what caught me was the nighttime cycle.
Yeah, they get stronger at night, and you have to be aware of your surroundings.
Like even when I was like, obviously we was much younger when that first came out, dude, you used to be on your P's and Q's when nighttime came around.
Oh yeah.
Like you like, hold on. Especially when you playing by yourself at night, you like, oh, it's time to move around, cause dude, you just don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah. And them zombies used to be going crazy at night. But based on my Dying Light 1, basically experience and how that I feel about it and what I like about it, it's definitely gonna be a must-have for part 2. I actually really enjoy part 1. I actually played part 1 with all my friends, a lot of my friends and family out there. Shout out to you guys if you're supporting this video. And we played 4-player co-op throughout the whole game. The whole game we played 4-player co-op. Because the very last mission, you got everybody literally have to go their own way, and they make it basically single player. Like no matter what you do, they cut everything out.
Yeah, I played it all by myself, so I had a totally different experience.
Yeah. So 98% of the game is completely co-op, and then when you get to the very last boss, you can't have no help. You got to do everything on your own. It's like a whole last segment.
Will you be getting part 2?
I said that. I said most likely. It's not most likely I would be getting it.
Okay.
It's no most likely, especially it's down this like December or something like that. It's no reason to wait for Black Friday because Black Friday is already gonna be coming with. So I like my deals.
Right.
So I'm gonna get that, and mostly I'm gonna just buy a digital so we both can have it, and then don't have to worry about it.
Speaking of part 2s,
oh yeah,
Sony State of Play Horizon Forbidden West had a trailer. What'd you think?
So let's be precise. They had a gameplay reveal trailer, and they basically informed us that this was what we saw in the trailer. It's all running on PS5, and I watched it from beginning to end, first impressions. And when I saw it, I'm like, visual fidelity is on a whole nother level. And I was looking, I'm like, the color the color variation, the lighting, like when she dived in the water and you see under the water, and you see all this color palettes when it comes to like different, fungi and flowers and stuff like that.
Plants and all the different things that you can see. And even the fight scenes,
And then once they saw the fight scene between old dude and they were showing different mechanics and stuff like that, I'm like, hey, I need to go back play again first before this comes out so I can be well informed.
Exactly. I played the first one and I thought that was pretty good. After seeing that trailer, definitely picking up the second one. Most of the exclusives are pretty much on point when it comes to PlayStation, so I would highly recommend Horizon Forbidden West.
It's on PC too now, so
we're gonna put that in the description box below as well.
Yes.
Check it out.
Dude, most definitely. It's like 12 minutes straight gameplay, no interruption, no nothing. And the segment they were showing like the new mechanics, the new traversals and stuff like that. Even though they pulled out something from Breath of the Wild with the little kite and all that stuff.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, dude, I gotta go back and play the first one now. But you know me, I'll probably play it a month before the new one come out.
Do it while you got time, is all I'll say.
So as long as I beat it before it come out, I'll be happy with that. But yeah, we're gonna put the video to the state of play that came out today, as of this recording. So you guys can check it out yourself and you let us know what you think about it. And if you own a PS5, because I recommend getting on PS5 and PS4 because you want the nice frame rates. Because I know for a fact it's not gonna look as good on a PS4. We all know that. So you let us know if you're gonna get it for PS5 if you own a PS5. So while we talking about PlayStation, did you know that from the PS4 cycle going to PS5 that Sony owned 45% of the console market share, and they want to push it to 50% to market share with the PS5?
I can believe that. I can definitely believe that with the
And
successful lines that they have, all
so
the consoles sold and things like that. So the only thing that's holding them back is themselves, unfortunately.
it's just regarding just manufacturing the system and stuff, but it's selling.
Exactly.
But the crazy thing about it is, even though it's so hard to get one, it's still sold a PS4 at the same time. This same time span. That's
I
the
can
crazy.
believe that.
That's the crazy part about it. But I'm not a like, people think I'm a fanboy. I own all consoles. I don't hold no loyalty to anybody.
You can't. You
So
got to go where
I hold
the
no.
games are.
I don't hold no loyalty to anybody. I own every platform. That's PC, Switch, Xbox, PS5. I own every single one of them. So I don't hold any loyalty. But I think what they were referring to, because it didn't go in depth. Because I think like when it was referring to like the console market share, it's like Switch. Well, let's go back. PS4, Wii U, Xbox One, stuff like that. Is
Right.
competing with all of them because of course they're not going to compete with the PC or the mobile. So what they're referring to, that's a huge share if you're going to componentize all of those. And now I don't know if they compete with the Switch, because Switch is like a hybrid. So Switch is a portable, obviously a
Yeah,
portable.
portable, but you can dock it as well.
So I think they use those statistics also because it still kind of have a console
right.
aspect to it also. But I'm like, I just thought that was pretty intriguing. That's why they were doing what they were doing when it comes to like free to play. Like, oh, ain't no crossplay going around here. The best way to play is on PlayStation platforms. If y'all don't want to play on PlayStation platforms, y'all gonna have to pay us to allow crossplay. And Epic had to cough up them coins.
Hey.
And I'm like, hey, it is what it is. I know you didn't play this game like that. I actually beat it. I had it. The crazy thing is, I never beat the predecessors like that. I had them. I do have them still, but I never beat them. But I did beat Uncharted 4. That's what we're talking about right now for this topic. And I thought, dude, that was a really good game. It was like one of the launch.
I heard it was good. It got good ratings and things like that.
It was a launch. I think it was close to like a launch window for PS4.
I almost want to say it was.
It's actually included, I think, in the PlayStation Collection for PS5.
It is.
And dude, I know you don't have time to play like that, but dude, it was amazing. It was amazing. They had a couple of hidden gems in there. Like I think it referenced Jack and Dexter in it because that's the same people who made the Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
But dude,
So it's coming to
take that back. It had a Crash Bandicoot game in there because on one of the cutscenes you play a PS1 and it's Crash Bandicoot original inside the game. Now that it came to me.
So the reason why this gentleman is so excited is because Uncharted 4 is coming to PC instead of Bloodborne.
Yeah, so I know you PC gamers. Every PC gamer, I see it all over social media. Y'all are thirsting for Bloodborne to come to PC. And if it comes to PC, I know I won't buy anything. I just would like to have a PS5 patch come around so I can play it with the 60 frames and call it a day. Give me that free patch. I'm good on the PC, that PC version.
Well, I just recently beat Bloodborne.
And how did you enjoy it?
Oh, it was very painful. It was good, but painful. I beat it. So
while we talking about Bloodborne and stuff like that, I know we briefly mentioned this off screen how a guy had Platinum Demon Souls, Platinum Bloodborne, Platinum Sekiro, and I was like, he had at least died 1,000 times.
Oh yeah, if you platinum all those, you died a lot.
So, but no, Uncharted is coming to PC. We learned that from the PlayStation financial report, and they basically was giving all the data, statistics, and regarding a financial year. And they revealed Uncharted in that financial report. They revealed Uncharted 4 will be coming to PC eventually. Just don't know when. And why they bring in Uncharted 4, I'm pretty positive. I'm thinking, why you just don't bring the whole franchise at that point? If you're gonna bring Part 4, why you just don't bring the whole Uncharted collection 1 through 3 with it?
I don't know. Business move, I guess.
But Sony they just testing out the waters for PC because they making a lot of money. Days Gone so like hotcakes, especially Horizon. They made. I think Horizon alone, don't quote me, I think it sold like 10 million copies on PC alone. And
PC game is where it's at. A lot of my friends say, yeah, I play on PC now. I play on PC. I was like, hey, I don't knock you.
But the crazy thing about it, console still own the market share when it comes to gaming. Console, besides mobile, obviously, mobile is a whole nother different ballgame.
Yeah, that's different ballgame.
But when it comes to like serious gamers, I thought PC was the shareholders, but no, it's console. on consoles where everybody playing it because it's just the ease of
I'm
access.
about to say it's more convenient.
Yeah, the ease of
than,
access, plug and play.
Exactly.
But I actually started like PC because you get to so many twinks and you get to mess around with stuff.
Well,
like,
yeah, the mods make it a lot better.
not even just that. Like when you play a game at like just out of the box, you can go into the settings. You can make multiple adjustments out of the game.
Yeah.
You know, you can scale it to any way you want it to play. You know, game console is just like it's stuck. It's like in the
It's
box.
static.
Yeah, it's static.
So
And you can't really adjust the settings. So we just now again, adjusted to it because the new system allowing us to change performance mode, fidelity mode,
Right.
stuff like that. We just now getting exposed to that.
So, last topic of the day, while we're speaking of Souls-like games, Final Fantasy.
Square Enix basically just announced. Well, it haven't been officially announced.
It's not official, but the rumor is
they have a demons-like Final Fantasy game that's going to be revealed soon for PS5.
exclusively.
Yes, and I actually the crazy thing about it, before Final Fantasy 15, I really didn't care about Final Fantasy. I did not care about. I gave Final Fantasy 15 a chance. I got really in depth in it, and I went back and played. I actually beat Final Fantasy 7.
The original?
No, I beat it. I'm talking about the remake.
Oh, if it's not the original, then
A lot of people actually the remake is actually see you keep playing with it. The remake is actually really, really good.
Oh, I know the remake is good, but I always say you gotta play the originals too.
It's really good. And I'm like, okay, now I'm getting more invested into this show. I mean, not that show, more invested into this franchise. And I'm like, okay, I actually started to like it. I'm actually starting to understand, the characters, the theme, because it's still, even though it's different story plots and stuff like that, it still have a similar Square Enix feel to it.
Well, yeah,
And
gameplay and things like that nature.
And I'm like, I just beat my first Soul-like game too.
Yeah, your complaints were real.
Shout out! I'm glad my son was born at the time because boy, I was going through the struggle, and I was very frustrated at the time. Like I would die like 5 times a day, get off the game for like 15 minutes, literally just turn my system off, come back in 15 minutes.
But you felt so rewarded when you did certain things.
Came back 15 minutes later, turned my system back on, and got back on, tried it again.
Yeah.
Like if you never play a Soul-like game, you do not understand the struggle. Because one time you get real close to beating this boss, and you have this much energy left, and then you die. And it's not like you got save points. You lose everything.
If you guys have played any Souls-like games, comment down below. Let us know what you played and how was it for you.
Let us know about the experience itself. And dude, I was pissed. Sometimes you just die for the stupidest things, and you lose.
It could be a dog. It could be some type of obstacle.
Yeah.
It could be a fall. They can push you off a ledge.
Yeah.
It could be a number of different things. I definitely get it.
Even at one board I was having trouble with, it didn't require no fight. It was just trying to time the dragon's fire. That dragon's fire is one instant kill. It was an instant kill. I'm like, this is crazy. But enough of that. You guys let us know, are you excited for it? And you let us know, would you be checking it out? But like always,
that's it for this week.
It was a pleasure having you guys join us for this week. Like once again, I'm Master Mail.
Nightmare.
And that is it for this week podcast. And we are out.